Setting up your sewing machine. First of all, choose a sewing machine and carefully remove the cover. This sits on the back of your sewing chair so that it's out of the way. In the front of your cover, you will find the foot pedal. You need to take this out and unravel the cord. You'll find that there are two different plugs on the foot pedal. The first one looks like this. This is the part that attaches into the sewing machine on the side. The second plug is the PowerPoint cord. I'm going to plug it in but not turn it on just yet. And lastly, I have the foot pedal. This needs to sit positioned under your desk in a position that is comfortable for your foot to reach, with the thinner end where your heel will be, and this is where your toe will be. Now that the machine is set up, I need to check the dials before I sit down to do any sewing or practicing. We always check our dials in an upside down L shape, starting from the top left corner. We have the tension selector. You need to check that the red line is matched up with the other red line on the tension selector. Moving to the pattern selector. We generally don't touch this one either, but double check that it is on the lowest setting, closest to you at the front of the machine, and it is lined up with dash, dash, dash and zigzag looking line. Pattern selector. Moving now to some dials that may have changed if other classes have been sewing. First of all, the stitch width. This is how wide the needle is going to move. You need to check it is on 0. We only ever use straight stitching in year 7, so you need to check that the dial is over on 0 width. The needle position should be straight up and down. The buttonhole should be on 0. We don't ever touch or use this one. The same with the bottom. We don't ever touch or use this one, but please just double check that the dial is pointing to the dash line and the zigzag. Same as the pattern selector. Dash guide, dash line and zigzag, not the crisscross. Important setting, last one, that again may have changed if another class has been sewing on the machine. The stitch length. Wind your dial until it gets to 2.5. That is the length that we are always going to use. I'm now ready to turn on my machine and get myself comfortable. On the side, there is the power switch. If you turn it on once, it turns on the power, and a second time will turn on the power and light. I also need to click on the PowerPoint itself. My machine is now turned on. Before you start any sewing, it is important to get comfortable with your position and your foot control. So you need to sit facing the sewing machine with your shoulders lined up with the machine so that you can very easily reach your hands either side, like this, of the presser foot comfortably. You also need to make sure that your foot is comfortable on the pedal with your heel resting on the floor and your toes on the pedal. Your knee in a position where it is not completely stretched out, but it's not cramped up either. So take some time to get yourselves comfortable. Before doing any actual sewing, you need good foot control. What that involves is keeping your hands away from the machine and just pressing your foot on the pedal so that the needle moves up and down. At first, you generally feel like it's a little hard to control and you go fast and slow as you try to control it. What I want you to practice is getting a slow, even speed that you can consistently go the same speed for 10 seconds in a row. Nice and slow, nice and controlled and comfortable. When you've mastered the foot control, it's time to move on to